Hey, everybody, it's David Schroeder, and I am excited to be with you this week on our Caliber podcast Home Connection. And look, I'm talking about our new team members as we bring together Caliber and New Res. And one of the really exciting things that comes with that is the launch of Smart Series with the Caliber team. New Res has had this for several months, and we also have new talent that we're bringing along. And I have Mike Smeltzer with us today to talk about that. And before I hand it over to Mike, I just wanted to say from a non-QM perspective, Caliber has long been committed to home ownership, and we view non-QM as being a really important part of that in helping our partners and their customers achieve the dream of home ownership. Non-QM is a big part of that, and it's something that I think has a mystique about it. A lot of people are scared of it in some ways. They're intimidated by the process and what goes into that. And so today, what we want to talk about is a little bit of the customers that can be served with the non-QM product, but also the resources that we provide to our partners to help make it a great experience, to help provide confidence in every transaction. So with all that said, Mike Smeltzer, welcome to the podcast. Tell us a little bit about yourself, and we'll dive right into the products today.
All right. Thank you, Dave. Thanks so much for having me on this podcast. Yeah, I've worked in the industry for quite a while on the non-QM side. I've been writing product for a long time. Some of the first non-QM products that were brought to the market. And these products do help the underserved population who don't have access to credit. And one of the things that we've learned over time for these products are a lot of individuals don't know that they have access to credit. And it's very important that we get the word out that these products are there to help underserved people in the market. So some of the products that we're going to release here in the next couple of days, probably the most popular product in the market is called the bank statement product. This product is designed for the self-employed borrower who, as anybody would do, when they're writing their tax return, they're going to limit their tax liability, but they do that without the knowledge of how that's going to affect them when they go to get a mortgage. So the bank statement product does help self-employed borrowers obtain home ownership. These are very good loans. These individuals do make a lot of money. It's just that the tax returns are may not show that they have the cash to be able to service the mortgage. We use tax returns for self-employed borrowers, but tax returns aren't designed to determine someone's income. They're designed to determine someone's tax liability. So it is kind of a faulty document to use to determine someone's income. So on the bank statement product, you can truly see the cash flowing through the business, and you can determine by that whether they can satisfy the mortgage debt. This is
Mike, Mike,
sure.
when you're talking about the bank statement product, you're referring to Smart Self, which are
Smart Self, correct.
that's how our partners will see it in the marketing and in our system. So knowing what to look for and how this product can help them. I just wanted to make sure that we were giving people the right thing to look for there. So thanks.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yes, the Smart Series. Smart Self is the bank statement product. It is a 12-month or a 24-month, both business and personal. It's a very, very easy product to sell, and very easy product to for the operations people as well. It's very simple. You just give the bank statements to our scenario desk, and they will calculate the income for you up front, even before the loan is in the house. And this way, you know that you have a loan before you go and get all of the additional docs for a bank statement product. It's a very useful tool to help you originate this product.
That's right. I
The other
think
pro-
that this scenario desk is just huge for our partners.
Yes.
I just want to pause to call that out for everybody because, as we said, confidence is such a big deal for our partners. They need to know, as best they can when you're walking a partner in or a customer into a new product, and having that scenario desk and the expertise that Caliber brings every day. Our underwriters have been through rigorous training. Our non-QM underwriters are all very, very seasoned and have been through the specific training on this, and can really look at this with an expert's eye to give people that confidence that'll flow through as they move the application through. So, great work is being done by our team on that.
Yeah, and let's talk a little bit about the scenario desk. The scenario desk is there to help assist you with these products. Anytime that you have a scenario or a question about guidelines. They are there to help guide you through the process, answer your questions. These are what you would call scenario type loans. I mean, to give you an example, uh, underwriters, like you said, Dave, are highly trained because this isn't, you're not putting this through an AUS engine to say, yes, this is approved. There is an eligibility engine just to see if it meets guidelines. But to give you an idea of why this is scenario based underwriting, is about 30% of the loans that we're going to approve will have an exception. So that means about 30% of the loans don't meet guidelines, but there are other compensating factors on the file that will offset the additional risk of why it doesn't meet the guidelines. So if you feel that you have a very strong loan and it might not have enough reserves or it needs a little bit of extra LTV, but you see it's a strong loan, definitely send that to the scenario desk, ask for an exception, and they will be able to determine if the exception can be approved. So don't walk
Yeah.
away from a loan if it doesn't quite meet guidelines. You
That's
just
right,
got to
Mike. And
remember.
one of the things we've been talking to our account executives about, and particularly those that are seasoned in it, and folks like yourself, is that on these explanations, while we're not looking for war and peace, we are interested in the details, and so our loan officer and broker partners should definitely take the time to write a letter of explanation and really lay it out for the underwriter of what's going on, because those are the kind of things that really matter as we assess the risk on the loan and what's best for that customer and how we can help them.
Yeah, excellent. And also, so the next product that we're going to talk about has really taken off this year. It's called SmartVest. And this is, you've probably heard about this type of loan as maybe an investor cash flow loan or a DSCR loan. This is truly a loan for those professional investors who have rental properties that they use to generate income. Most of these individuals use hard money, so rate is not an issue. So our rate obviously would beat hard money all the time. And in addition, it's been my experience, these individuals hate going through Fannie Mae because of the amount of additional documentation that is required. Um, this is a very, very good loan. It uses the cash flow from the subject property's rents to determine if it will satisfy the mortgage debt. So if they meet the credit criteria and you have cash flowing enough through the property, then you have a loan. And the way you figure your cash flow, it's your market rents divided by your PITIA. And that's a pretty simple calculation. And we've also recently enhanced the product. I added a couple of additional guidelines where now I'm going to allow short-term rentals. In other words, Airbnb properties. So if they've had this Airbnb property for at least a year, you can get the printout from their account to show how much is cash flowing through the property, and we can use that also to determine if it would satisfy the mortgage debt. This would be highly advantageous in vacation areas, lake areas, coastal areas. You can really get some really large loan amounts based off adding that additional guideline. And in
What an
addition,
amazing opportunity. When you think about the market over the last year, how much of that has been driven by second homes and investment properties? There's something really special here, I think, as we talk about, potentially the larger market tightening. This is a really interesting niche that our brokers and loan officer partners can talk into as something that's an added benefit. And the second thing I would say, and Mike, maybe you can comment on this, is that what I've been told from some of our account executives that are more seasoned in this is that this is really for the more sophisticated owner who's got multiple properties and looking for this. So just again, helping folks kind of understand which customers are the best profile as they're thinking about this product and how it fits in their mix.
absolutely. A lot of times, the market that you're in, these individuals know each other, right? Because they know who's out there purchasing property, bidding against people, and they talk, obviously. And once you get into that ring of individuals and they know they have access to that credit, it's self-sourcing type of business.
Yep.
Very, very, like you said, sophisticated borrowers who today are using hard money, and obviously this is a lot lower rate than hard money. And a lot of times, if you get one of these sophisticated borrowers and they have 10, 12 properties, they're probably going to refi a significant amount of those properties with you um, to to lower their cost of funds. And also, cash out is a high product on this one because the individuals will take equity out of their properties to go and purchase another property. So a lot of times you'll see multiple loans because they're taking cash out of one property and purchasing another property. So it's a very high producing type of product, and this product has really taken off in the non-QM market. I've seen some of the graphs of the type of population that has taken off with the DSCR, and it's getting up there. It actually is about to surpass the full documentation
Yeah,
offerings, which
great.
it's starting to really get its legs underneath it. Now, the third product that we're going to be introducing is called Smart Edge. Now, this is your full documentation loan for individuals that might have had a little bit of a hiccup a couple of years ago with a bankruptcy. In addition, this borrower is probably going to be what you would call a just miss jumbo. Individuals that might not have the income that they can document according to Appendix Q or according to the jumbo guidelines that we have today. We have obviously a little bit looser guidelines regarding income calculation or some other small little guideline that might kick you out of jumbo. It will fall into the edge product. Very, very good for those individuals that do fall out. It does give them access to credit. And I can tell you, and everybody knows, the jumbo program is down the fairway. There is no if you need 6 months reserves and you have 5, 9 times out of 10, they're not going to do that exception. They're going to send you on your way. That's how you can source that. It's for those individuals that have a little bit of difficulty documenting 2 years of income, and maybe we can find a way through scenario to be able to document that income to be able to get that borrower their home ownership that they've been looking for.
Yeah, that's awesome. And again, you look at the market trends right now and we see it, prices are up. I know all of our listeners see the same thing that the market is very, very tight on supply. So, we keep seeing prices go up. This is definitely, a product that I would imagine most of our uh broker partners and loan officers will find an audience for.
Yeah. Yes, and that's the key is still this is a growing market. Getting the word out that these individuals have access to credit is a way to grow your business. Marketing, doing podcasts like this, anything that we can do to get the word out that these products are available, um, is going to be very exciting and drive business.
Yeah, I
Now,
think as a segue, Mike, I would just say, to your point on the marketing side, I would encourage every broker, loan officer who's listening to this to get with their account executive and to talk about what the marketing plan should be, because we have dedicated resources to this, marketing resources, flyers, social media things, all these kind of things that you can work on, as well as ongoing education, webinars for partners to attend, and you can see some of the most recent dates in the show notes here to take part in that. And of course, Mike, you and the team and the AEs are always available to help folks out.
absolutely. And I'll just finish with, so we will continue to modify our product so all products so that they are going to be very competitive in the market. I have a product specialist that is keeping watch on the market, on our competitors, and continuously updating me on where the market is moving. And in addition, these aren't the only non-QM products that we're going to have. I'm in the process of writing a new product right now. So we will generate new product for non-QM. We will be competitive, and this will be an exciting space for us going forward with the combined companies.
Yeah, I think that's a great way to wrap it up, Mike, because it really encompasses what we are as a combined company with Caliber and New Res is, we're going to continue to evolve for our partners, with our partners and their customers, whether that's in product innovation like we're talking about today, or developing the technology to support getting them to close fast and having confidence, or the marketing resources I talked about. We've got an amazing marketing support team that can help partners with templated solutions as well as custom. So, it's an exciting future for all of us. I encourage everybody who's listening in today to engage immediately with your account executive and talk about the options, talk about where you're taking your business and how we can be a part of that. So all that said, thank you for your time, Mike, today. I'll give you the final words here.
All right. Thank you for having me. I look forward to putting out new product, making this an exciting space, and helping us serve underserved population for sure. Thank you, Dave.
Thanks, everyone. Be well. See you.
Thank you for tuning in to the Home Connection podcast from Caliber Home Loans. Please see the show notes for links to topics discussed in this episode, and be sure to subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts. Caliber Home Loans Incorporated, 1525 South Beltline Road, Coppell, Texas, 75019. NMLS number 15622. All rights reserved. Equal housing lender. For real estate and lending professionals only, and not for distribution to consumers.